have trouble focusing in class at any point in time in your life where you just cannot concentrate, if this has ever came across your mind at any point in time, you might suffer from what some people call ADD or ADHD. If you can relate to this, then this ADHD and ADD is becoming more prevalent in young adults, teenagers, and toddlers. As someone who suffers from it, I know the daily battles, how they go about, and it's one of the most tiresome disorders that you can possibly battle with. In this speech, I will describe what ADD is, how it's diagnosed, and what are the symptoms, and how it's treated. The first question is asked, what is ADD, and how is it diagnosed? According to the Attention Deficit Disorder Association website that I accessed February 10th, describes the disorder in its entirety. Over the past 60 years, there have been many terms used to describe the disorder. ADHD is a disorder that is applied to children and young adults who constantly display certain characteristics such as lack of focus and hyperactivity. However, as you notice, I'm saying ADHD. Many people call it ADD. Many people have used the term ADD as a generic term for all types of ADHD. This term ADD has gained popularity among the general public, especially with toddlers, because it's just easier for them to say because they really can't say hyperactivity and they don't really understand it in its entirety. This inhibits a person from really giving their full attention to a topic or just anything in general. This also includes being prone to distraction and impulsiveness, meaning they'll do anything, they'll act out in class, and they just won't be able to give their full focus. According to the DSM manual, ADHD is defined by 9 symptoms under the heading of inattention, 6 under hyperactivity, and 3 under impulsiveness. The DSM divides ADHD into 3 groups: predominantly independent, predominantly hyperactive, and the combined of the 2. I was the combined of the 2. I was always independent and I was always hyperactive. I was diagnosed when I was at the age of 6, and this is the average age that children are usually diagnosed with the disorder. The criteria, there's a certain criteria used to diagnose children, and it's under the subheading of 9 categories. And these are used so misdiagnosis don't happen. The symptoms of ADHD affect all parts of the brain. An online article by the Medical News Today, posted on December 9th, 2011, explains how our brains keep us focused. In the new study, Dr. Reichen explains that they have uncovered a mechanism to help children in their focus. This article provides value insight on how our brains achieve focus and how it's also disrupted. There are many treatments for ADHD. According to in a New York Times article, Dr. Strauff explains how Ritalin, Adderall, and Concerta, things you've probably heard of here at college, are essential and pointless at the same time. Dr. Strauff explains that 3 million children in this country take drugs for this problem in focus. Attention deficit drugs increase concentration in the short term, which is why they work so well for college students cramming for exams. But when given to children over long periods of time, they neither improve nor inhibit school improvement, and they can also stunt your growth, which is what happened to me. According to Johnson, ADHD can be treated under 5 things, in 5 key categories: cognitive training, auditory attention, visual attention, integrated in your diet, and integration with primary reflexes. Cognitive training inhibit are habits that are formed by repeating an everyday task over a 4 or 5 week period. This creates neutral pathways in the brain that help one gain focus. The next is in visual attention. This is usually helped by seeing a visual optometrist, and treatment is then proceeded as follows, however the visual optometrist sees fit. Today I've explained what ADHD is and how it can affect someone. As someone who suffers from it, I know the daily struggles that go into it, and I hope you can take something from this and realize that it's not a serious disorder that is demeaning towards somebody. Everybody lives with it, and people have to suffer with it.